Okay, I'm back. All right, so there's an important thing I failed to explain, and that is when you complete a mission, I discarded it, and that was actually very wrong of me to do. When you complete a mission, I get to keep it. And so if I ever do another counterfeit mission, I can spend this card to add +1 to a die roll. So it'll actually increase my chances of succeeding at the next mission. And so in doing so, that would be spending the card. So this is a completed mission that is not yet spent, okay? So that's what that means. So if I ever have 3 completed and unspent missions, I get this veteran title, which will give me 2 fame points. And then once I claim the title, I will always receive the maximum payment on the mission card whenever you complete a mission of the type which you used to claim this card. So for example, this assist mission, I would get the max. Now, here's the interesting thing. I finally found it. NPC targets for missions. For assist, they always heal. Okay. Then for counterfeit, they always snitch. Okay. They always snitch. So for this snitch mission, I didn't have to roll to see which one it was. It was there. I just didn't find it. So I do succeed. I do get the 4,000, but I get a $2,000 bounty. So I now have a bounty on me, which means I can't fly into a lawful location. And so I take 2,000 and I put it on my bounty here. And I don't think there's a way to clear the bounty. Actually, there might be. Let me check. Why am I not finding bounties? So we're never allowed to enter a lawful planet via their entrance. We obviously accrue bounties for doing things. The only way the bounty goes away is if you purchase a new ship, but in the solitaire game that is not true. It carries with you. So there is no way to get rid of a bounty. Very interesting. So if we ever go to tier 2, then the enforcer is going to come after us. So we're playing an interesting game here. So I can't even go into Kempler, which means that the merchant is going to have free ability to... oh man, I just really screwed the pooch here, didn't I? I mean, I guess you could argue that I wouldn't have done this if I would have known he's always going to snitch, but I'm not going to go back and redo it. That going into Kempler was important to me. Actually, you could still do it. You just now have to go through the barrier. Okay? So, interesting. So we did our thing, and so now we're here at this point, and we want to get here because remember we're trying to buy up all of his stuff. Because I think he's going to go to Azure next, and then just making sure he's going to Doravan next, and then he's going to come here to Azure. So we got another action. So I'm going to spend an action. Let's roll our die, and I got a 3 + 2 is 5, right? So I'm going to try... So I could go here. This is the neutral planet, so I can get in no problem. You know what? I'll do that. I'm going to go here and then spend 2 energy to reveal 2 more tiles. So we're going to go to 3. Okay, so the first tile is going to match this T. And it's a lost sector, so it's just flat out nothing. Nothing and nothing leads to nothing. Okay. Infinity divided by nothing is infinity. Now we're going to do this one. Neo-Vostok. Okay, so this is an ice asteroid. This is a new type of one, and I forgot to declare, so we're gonna just do whatever's closest to us, and it'll be the straight. So it'll be this. So the cool thing about this one is there's an ice comet that anytime anybody enters any of these spaces that are in its path, the ice comet will move based on a D6 roll. And why would I ever want to do that? Well, because I maybe want that exploration token. So there we go. All right, so now I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to do another action. And let's get this going. So that is now a 3. I can move 3 spaces. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to buy 2 of these pink cubes. And we're going to put them on our ship like this. And I only buy 2. I mean, that's specifically what the action says. So then I'm going to use my impulse. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and then 3, 4 like that. So we're going to reveal this. And I actually got a purple cube, which I take from the supply. And I'm going to spend my last 2,000 to get 2 more of those pink cubes. And so there we go. So I'm all filled up, and I'm on this neutral planet. Now, by ending my turn on a neutral planet, I automatically go up to 9 energy and arm these for free. Everything basically refreshes. And then the impulse always refreshes, whether you're on a planet or not. And so I spent all my money. I can't buy any more of the pink cubes, and there's still 2 more here. So I'm still very concerned about this situation. I really don't think I can stop this merchant from getting the 3rd item. I'm a bit screwed in this regard. But we're going to keep trying and see how this plays out. The good news is the Enforcer is a big game hunter, and as long as I'm a tier 1 ship, he's not going to be interested in me. So my bounty could be as much as I want it to be, and it's not going to matter. All right, so I'm going to end my turn. I have to. And I'm going to engage the NPCs now. So we're starting with the bounty hunter. So he's coming after me still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if I ever move next to him, he's attacking me. So I can't just like buzz by him and have him do nothing. So he's got me. Unless I go through the barrier, which I may have to do. This is getting to be an interesting game. Enforcer does nothing, but the merchant is going to move 15 towards Doravin, and I think we determined that that's more than enough movement for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just enough. Oh my gosh. That was awful. So he's going to go there and he's going to buy a green, which is this one. And that goes on his card. So he now has 2 cargo. Not enough to give a fame point yet. And so, before they went, we were supposed to draw a tile. Okay, so the rules say you get to pick. Now, what's interesting is Colin just randomly drew. And I don't think you're required to randomly pick. It was you get to choose, but the only stipulation is it's got to be the most sides. So this one, for example, is 2 sides, 2 sides. Everything you see here is 2 sides. I don't see anywhere that's more than 2. So you can basically go anywhere you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one to go next to the star up there. Largely because my table space is filling up down here. So I'm going to pick the arrow up there. And we got another ice asteroid. So the arrow is where? Underneath my hand? Nope. Oh, it's right here. It's a little sneaky dude. Okay, so that goes on like that. And then another ice asteroid or comet comes out. So we got another ice field with a comet. Okay, now they would have taken their turns, which nothing would have changed, and then we get back to the die roll. So nothing, nothing. They're actually winning here. Well, okay. We actually scored a point because I forgot to do this. So we scored another point, and it's going to be a point that was earned using exploration, but we're tied with them, okay? So being tied with them doesn't do anything for them. And then nothing from the merchant. So they're going to get no bonus to their roll. So if we roll low here, this is really nice. And of course I roll a 19 for them again. And a 19 is 2 points. So they just surged ahead by 2. And they're going to get, they just triggered another event to come out. CD discount. Tier 2 and 3 ships now cost less if bought on an outlaw planet. However, ships purchased using this event discount start with a bounty on them. Tier 2 is a $1,000 discount, and you get a plus 1,000 bounty, and a 3 is a 2,000 discount with a 2,000 bounty. We may use it. The problem is as soon as I go to Tier 2, the Enforcer comes after me, and that's pretty nasty. I guess the nice thing, when you upgrade your ship, you do get a fame point for doing that. And, don't forget all the reasons you get fame points. We've been doing this one because that's basically our mission, right? This one we did once. That's for doing missions. Combat, you can get points. The Enforcer is worth 2. The other 2 are only worth 1. For trading, if I ever sell some cubes, I can get that way. Ships give you 1. I can pay 5,000 for 1, just straight up money. This we can't do. Titles are those yellow cards we just drew. And then this hasn't happened yet. Some events can grant them. And then sifting, which is also not a possibility yet. So just as a reminder. Okay, so we're on to turn 3. It's our turn. We are in this pickle. So I'm going to need to bust through the barrier. So on the back of the rule book is a nice little chart for that. So when you're trying to bust through the barrier of a planet, if you roll a 1 through a 10, you fail, and you lose all your movement points. And 11 through 17, you get through, but you take 1,000 bounty. And then 18 through 20, you're fine. And then, of course, with the entrances, you can't enter at all. If it's lawful, if it's an outlaw, if you're innocent, you gain a bounty, but I don't have to worry about that. I can just stroll right on in. So that's my situation. So let's just do an action here. And I rolled a 7. So, or no, that's the wrong die. This one. I rolled a 4. So I have 6 movement points. Okay, so I don't want to waste them here, but let's try. 1, 2, and I'm going to try to move to here. Okay, so now is when I roll that thing, and I need to get a better roll than that 7 I inadvertently got. And I did. Okay, so I made it through. I got a 13, but I take another 1,000 bounty, so I'm up to 3,000 now. All right, so I punched through, and that was 1, 2, 3, and now I'm at 4, and now I'm going to try to punch through again this way. 5, and then 6 in there. Okay, so I'm going to try to punch through one more time. And I got a 17, which is perfect. I do get another 1,000 bounty for busting through the lawful. Yeah, if I would have gotten the 18, I wouldn't have even gotten the bounty. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 away. Dang it. So, I'm going to just do this and get to the mission space. Because here, I flew to the lawful planet. So I'm going to put this on to show that I succeeded in the first part. and I'm going to put 3,000 on the mission space. So now if I'm adjacent to an NPC, I could spend that energy, and per the rules, the NPC will choose to heal with that energy, but then I get the money. So I'm basically helping the NPC to heal. And then I would get the money and the fame point for that. And then I would complete a second mission. Okay, so now I need to sell. So I just need to move 3 spaces. And I'm going to do an impulse to do that. So my impulse will move me like so. And then I can sell for 1,000 each. So as you can see here, I have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm selling that for 4,000 bucks. I think I get a bonus. Give me a second. I haven't played this game in a while, but I remember you get more than what you paid for. Oh, I made a mistake. You're buying 2 for 1,000. It's not a... Oh, I'm such a goober. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had room for 2 more. This would have been jettisoned. Okay. Well, per the rules, like, we got to back up. I screwed up. I'm so sorry. You're buying 2 of these for 1,000. But you can buy as much as you'd like. I'm pretty sure of that now. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I screwed up the most simple rule. I've always played as the merchant in this game too. Okay, you still have to spend an action to buy 2 for 1,000. So, okay. I did it right and I did it wrong at the same time. Okay. All right, so nothing changes here. I have to spend an action and I can buy 2 for 1,000. So the mistake I made is I paid 2,000 for 2. So I'm going to give myself 2,000 bucks back because I bought 4 of them and I paid $4,000, and I was really only supposed to pay 2,000, and then I got the 4,000 for selling there. Okay, so that's the first mistake cleared up. The second one, the only thing I got wrong was the price. I did it correct. I went here, I bought 2 of them because that's all I can buy. I then had to leave and come back and I bought 2 more. That part is correct. The part I made a mistake of is I paid 1,000 each, and it was 1,000 for 2 of them. Okay, so now I have 6,000 bucks. Okay, that's the key point here. And I also got a fame point for that. So I move up 1 here. Okay, I get the fame point because I was able to sell 2 cubes. Now I sold 4 pink cubes. So if you look here at the production chart, the pink cubes make orange cubes. So by selling 4 pink cubes, it created 3 orange cubes. The reason it didn't create a 4th one is because the orange cubes are now full. Okay, so there's now 6 cubes there. So this is the dilemma I was finding myself in, because yeah, I'm getting rid of these so the merchant can't buy them, but all it did was make these. And now I have to buy all 6 of these because those are in Kemplar. And so when I go to sell these, they're going to make the blue, and actually the blue would have been fine. We're safe there. But if I can go to Loth and I sell them on the black market, they won't produce anything here. So if I would have sold these 4 purple at Loth, I could have avoided putting these here. I have a feeling I need to just destroy the merchant ship. My situation right now is I still have 2 more actions, and I think I want to move out of the lawful. If I'm in Kemplar, the scoundrel can't get me, but I think I want to keep going, and I want to. I mean, I could try to go destroy the merchant. At this point in the game, there's nothing stopping me from it. I don't have any weapons, though. So I think what I want to do is, I think I wanted to buy more cubes. This is the part that gets weird on me. Do I buy more cubes, or do I do I just focus on my mission and try to get more exploration tokens? This is a really tough challenge. I want to end on a planet so I can buy some more equipment for my ship. I have a feeling I need to start getting some blasters and stuff like that, right? I have the money for it. I certainly have the money. I have to end my whole turn on a planet. I still have 2 more move actions, and I don't necessarily want to end it on Kepler. That's my issue. So yeah, I'm going to try to, we're going to roll, we're going to do an action, and let's try to leave the barrier. And I rolled a 1, so I'm only going to get to move 3 points, but I have to roll high enough to get through the barrier because I have to leave Kepler. And I rolled a 5, which is not high enough, so my movement failed. So I can do one final attempt to leave Kepler. Why not? The failing doesn't hurt me any, it just means I lost my whole movement. Let's see how many movement points. I would get 6 movement points, so let's try again. That's a 13, so I can do it, and I can move 6 spaces. So the question is there somewhere worth going? So I can punch through 1, or I can move here 1 and then punch through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wouldn't be on a planet anymore. I could try to go to Kiln here, and there's really nothing to do there, though. Yeah, so I'm in a bit of a pickle. I obviously have the way to get through, but I don't necessarily want to go through. But I did roll to go through, so 1, fudge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where I'm going to have to end. And then I'm going to have to spend 1, 2, 3 energy to replenish or rearm myself. Okay, that's it. All right, so now it's very clear and obvious that's where the next tile is going to go. We're going to line up the arrow. Oh, and we got the chasm. This is an interesting one. This Kai is an outlaw planet where you can trade any cube into any cube. And then there's this gravity thing. So anytime you move into this space, you have to roll a d6 and gravity sucks you in various directions. It is considered an anomaly. So we finally have one of those on the board. And it's going to line up just like so. Unfortunately, so the good news is it's an outlaw planet, so that doesn't hurt us since we're outlaws. The bad news is I still don't have a sellsword. I would love to get a sellsword to help me out here. Okay, so now we go to NPCs. So the scoundrel is upset. He's turning around. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's the closest way to get there. Enforcer doesn't do anything. The merchant is going to try to go from Doravan to Azor. So he's going to move 15 spaces. 1, 2, 3. I think I can shoot him as he's coming past me. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to look that up because that's come up a couple of times now. And I want to make sure I get that rule right. So I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.